Namaste, I am Dr. C. Dheeraja, working with Center for Social Audit, NIRDPR, Hyderabad. The present session is about social audit. So, in this present session, we will be discussing what is social audit, the basic principles of social audit, the origin of social audit, how it has emerged, and the application part of the social audit, especially with the flagship programs. Coming to the meaning of the social audit. What is social audit? So, in the social audit, it can be interpreted in many ways. The first interpretation is the companies, how well the companies have established its social obligations. That is how we look in the process of social audit. When it comes to the development programs, the primary stakeholders of the programs empowered to be auditing the programs, policies and laws is also looked as social audit. And even in a simple way, when we see the social audit process, it is if the primary stakeholders are involved from the planning to the monitoring and evaluation of the program is considered as a process of social audit. In broad, if you see, the continuous process of public vigilance is also looked as a process of social audit. But when it comes to the definition of social audit, the process where it is conducted jointly by the government and the people, especially the primary stakeholders who are affected by or the intended beneficiaries of the scheme are being audited. The official records are compared against the ground realities of the primary stakeholders and the findings are presented in a public platform. Then why social audit? Social audit, is it necessary when the financial audits are already in the place? The strong discussion goes like, the social audit is one of the approach which strengthens good governance through a process which promotes transparency and accountability, to increase public participation, to enable people exercise their rights and for effective implementation of the schemes, and also to control the irregularities that are happening in the program. So, for all these reasons, it is felt that social audits is very much important for any development program. If we look at the origin of the social audit, for a casual observer, social audit may be a new phenomena, but the concept has emerged in 1940s itself. Theodore Krebs from Stanford University has coined the word social audit, and later there were so many changes for the concept of the social audit, and in 1953 Howard Bound has made some changes, and 1970 a modern version has come into force. However, when we see social audits in India, social audits started maybe late in 1980s, and they started with companies first, then came to the development sector, and NGOs started applying the social audits in late 90s. And when it comes to the development programs, that too in the government, it started with NREGA in 2005. When it comes to the principles of social audit, what are the basic principles of social audit? Transparency, participation, and all the people cannot participate in the process of social audit, and so the representative participation, consultation and consent, accountability and redressal. And social audit acts as a monitoring and evaluation tool. Social audit acts as a transparency and accountability tool. To understand social audit, it is important for us to understand the different types of audits that are there in place. So, the three types of audits that are popular are government audits, people's audit and social audit. Government audits are further divided into financial audit, then performance audit. Financial audit, of course, can be done by the internal auditors as well as the external auditors from AG office. The performance audits are done at the institutional levels, scheme levels and also the individual levels, which are inbuilt into the system by some indicators. And people's audit is one audit, and then the social audit. Now, to come clearly what the different audits, the government audit usually by the external auditors without significant involvement of the affected people are being done. The people from AG office come and sit in the offices in a closed rooms, get all the bills, vouchers, registers, records, and see primarily the procedural integrity and outputs. There is little focus to interact with the people for whom the program is done and the outcomes of the programs. People's audit, conducted by people, sometimes with a standing invitation to the government with assistance of the movements and NGOs. They get public perception, local knowledge and public verification. They assess outcomes and priorities. But the limitation of this people's audit is the acceptance from the acceptance and of the findings of the audit by the government, because the government is not a party to it. Social audit conducted jointly by the government and the people, especially by those people who are the intended beneficiaries of the scheme to be audited, can bring about the perceptions of the people and also the knowledge of the people, can look at the outcomes and priorities, can involve the people in the task of verification, and also much greater acceptability by the government. But what should be the ideal scenario? The ideal scenario is the government audits are being the basic, they should be made more participatory and transparent. The social audits conducted in addition for certain types of the schemes where huge money is spent at the grassroots. Public audits selectively where the auditing process is failed, we have no other option but going to the people's audit. When we look at what are the differences between the financial audit and social audit, financial audit looks was the money spent correctly or not, but social audit should see whether the spending has made any difference or not. Coming to the application part of the social audit. As the social audits were introduced with NIRDPR in 2005, NIRDPR guidelines did not specify the way of conducting of the social audit. So, each state went on with their own way of conducting the social audits. Some states went with a campaign mode, some states took the support of VMCs, the Vigilance Monitoring Committees for the conduct of social audit, some states established special institutions for the conduct of social audit, and some states identified NGOs as a nodal NGOs to facilitate the process of social audit. And when in 2009 the Ministry of Rural Development has reviewed the effectiveness of social audit, it has found that 10% of the audits were reported from all the Gram Panchayats. But what are the results of the social audit, it was looked into. In many states, very petty issues have come out in the process of social audit, though the NIRDPR was not going that smoothly without any corruption. So, it was looking at the different states' performance in the social audit, and it found that the Andhra Pradesh social audit, which was doing fantastically good and has taken the ideas from the practice of Andhra Pradesh, and then it has developed audit of scheme rules. So, in Andhra Pradesh, there was a separate institute called SSAAT, Society for Social Audit Accountability and Transparency was established, and they have recruited the resource persons, and through the resource persons, the social audits were facilitated. Taking this as a clue, Ministry has come out with Mahatma Gandhi Audit of Scheme Rules in 2011. As per the Mahatma Gandhi Audit of Scheme Rules, every state should come out with independent social audit units to be established, and these independent social audit units will recruit the resource persons, and the resource persons go to the villages, select the village social auditors, and through them facilitate the process of social audit. Another purpose of having independent social audit units is that the social audit should not be limited to only NIRDPR. MORD in consultation with CAG has constituted a task force committee in 2015 which has come out with the process of social audit, how the social audit has to be taken up. There are basically 4 steps in the conduct of social audit. The first step is verification of the facts and figures with records and information obtained. Second step is physical verification of the assets that are generated under the programs. Third step is interacting with the people and getting their perceptions. And fourth step is the conduct of social audit public hearings. Process of social audit, how it goes. The social audit unit prepares the annual calendar, then sends the annual calendar to the DPCs and the concerned implementing officials. Once the calendar is gone to the implementing officers, the officers should be ready with the requisite information to be provided to the social audit unit. The resource persons along with the primary stakeholders shall verify the documents. On the basis of the information available, primary stakeholders must be met and figures and the records must be verified with actual facts and the grounds. Through FGDs and one-to-one interviews, the details of the implementation of the scheme must be found out. If any discrepancies are found through verification of the facts, written note of them duly signed by the laborers concerned, and they should be included in the social audit report. The information must be filled in the social audit report formats. Public meetings should be arranged to discuss the findings of the social audit. The implementation team, the PRI members and the officials concerned should be present in the Gram Sabha. The Gram Sabha should also provide an opportunity for the villagers to seek any further information if needed. Then DPC should attend to the Gram Sabhas, or at least should nominate someone on his behalf to the Gram Sabhas. The social audit reports shall be prepared in the local language. The action taken report of the earlier social audits must be read in the Gram Sabhas. The social audits should also build awareness among the primary stakeholders. There are many issues and challenges that come in the process of social audit. The foremost challenge is the political and administrative commitment for conduct of social audits. The social audit units are not yet established in many states, though the social audit rules passed in 2011. Then lack of cooperation from the district officials is also another challenge that is being faced. The district administration should provide the information, is not providing the information in time. They are not giving the complete records, and information is not being available with the social audit team for the cross verification. Many states, they have not yet formulated the social audit rules also, and the threats that the social audit resource persons are getting during the process of social audit also becomes one more challenge. There are logistically also many such problems are there, like identification and recruiting of committed people as a resource persons. Then lack of clarity on how to classify the irregularities is also one of the challenge that is faced. Then poor MIS, and also the workers are not available during the process of social audit. Other than these logistic challenges, the corruption among the staff is also increasing day by day, which is becoming a big challenge for the conduct of the social audits. But when it comes to the experiences of different states, in some states social audits have proven very successful, like Andhra and Telangana, which is being a pioneering state for the conduct of social audits, now expanded its social audit not just for NREGA but ICDS, NSAP, watershed and other programs. Tamil Nadu social audit, if you take as an example, it has recovered 10 crores of rupees in the last financial year. Jharkhand, in addition to NREGA, they are doing the audits for 14th Finance Commission grant expenditure, and also has introduced the concept of citizen juries, who are the jury who decides the actions to be taken in the public meetings, which is proven very successful. Sikkim, the corruption level had dropped 3 times during 2010 to 16. Meghalaya has passed a law on social audit covering all the social sector schemes, which can become a model to all the states to take up social audit, having GP as a central point. If we try to conclude the benefits of the social audits, social audit, it creates awareness among the people about the scheme and also their rights and entitlements, and it acts as a good monitoring tool, evaluation and impact assessment tool, and it is very helpful for the grievance redressal and also the follow-up of the corrective actions. Finally, for any program to be successful, the community should be empowered, and through this process of social audit, we are trying to involve the people in the process and making them empowered, which results in the effectiveness of the program. Hope you got some idea about the social audit. Still, if you have any clarifications, feel free to contact me. I am Dr. Dheeraja. My mail ID is Dheeraja, DHEERAJA.NIRD@gov.in. Thank you.